As we all know, the Browns have certainly a very questionable quarterback room, with the highest being a 72 overall, with that issue being that he is 40. The backup is a convicted woman, we'll say lover. You could take that in any meaning of the word. Behind him is 2 6'7" guys, one of them being the prophet, Shedeur Sanders. That's 12 picked him, and he didn't pick it apparently. And then number 8, Kenny Pickett, also 67 overall, but he has tiny hands. I guess that's the issue with him. He made a college roll happen, which is pretty cool. And behind him is Dillon Gabriel, the rookie that they took before Shedeur, but somehow got graded a lower overall, which doesn't make sense. He's also a year older, and I guess they just hate him because he's left-handed. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to decide who should be the true starter of the Cleveland Browns in this upcoming year. Of course, Flacco's won the starting job and is very much better than Dillon Gabriel. But we are going to figure it out using a game. Last year, we did this with the Broncos, and it turned out that Zach Wilson should be the starter out of him, Bo Nix, Jarrett Stidham, and I gave them back Russell Wilson because no team should have 4 quarterbacks. Nonetheless, 5. That's how I know you're in that bad of a predicament. But this is going to be different than last time. We're going to do this is it is going to be Browns versus Browns. Each player will get 1 half. On one side, it'll be 2 guys starting, and on the other guy's side, it'll be 2 guys starting. They alternate at halftime. Quarter length is 12 minutes, which means that they will each get a whole game in. It'll be an exhibition match. We are going to have Excel clock on. Calendar, weather, and time are all going to be randomized. Without further ado, let's just choose our teams. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering how we're going to do this, with 5 quarterbacks, as we have only room for 4, we're just going to take out the guy with criminal charges. Technically, he is hurt, so he couldn't play even if they wanted him to be the starter. I mean, it would be like putting a brick in at quarterback. And there's a very easy joke there, which I'm going to let you make by yourself. All right, so I just set up this wheel, which has every single possibility that I personally know of. I mean, I'm not great at this stuff, but we're going to see which our first team is going to be. The first name is going to be who takes over for the first half, and the second name is who takes over for the second match. And here is a very interesting one. Sanders in the first half and Flacco in the second. So that's essentially both starters on the same team, both guys who really have a great chance. And here comes the other 2. This is just deciding the order, and that's really interesting. So we're going to have Gabriel playing against Sanders and Pickett playing against Flacco, the rookies versus the vets. For the game, I tried to get a little bit of a neutral site, so I just chose something random. I think it's pretty close to both of them. The Cleveland Browns Stadium, I think it's around that area. All right, so Shedeur Sanders will start off the game with the first pass. This should be a fun one. I'm very scared. This defensive line, look at that, already in our face. Shedeur is going to lob it up, and Jerry Jeudy is there, jumping out of bounds, 35 yards to start it off. Also, the way we're going to do this, I would pass it every time, but the defense kind of just starts pass committing. So we're going to do a 2-2-1 where we have 2 pass plays and then a run. He's just going to try and fit it in. Intercepted, going through somebody else, Carson Schlesinger. The guy that seems to be everywhere in Madden. I've seen this guy in like 20 online rebuilds where it's fantasy draft, and somehow everybody ends up with him. And he's getting an interception on the first drive of the game. Shedeur is already looking pretty bad at a disadvantage. Nothing was open, and wow, yeah, it's just an unfortunate pull right there. I thought Harold Fannin had that. All right, well, we're just gonna have 1 play on defense because, well, when it does the quarterback introduction, you can't skip anything. At least it's a pass play. And I guess it probably shouldn't have been, huh? All right, 2nd and 5. There'll be a rollout pass. Gabriel already at a time making 2 defenders run into each other, and Jerry Jeudy gets the ball. So Gabriel already off to a hot start. He's going to throw this one over shots in Njoku, but he's going to catch it and break some tackles. So here comes our run play, 2-2-1. I guess, yeah, this is supposed to be our actual run play. And Judkins has the first, so that's nice, 5 yards. All right, so 2nd and 10 for Gabriel, and he's going to fight this one right up the middle to Cedric Tillman for the first down. Gotta love Cedric Tillman, though, because he's getting, okay, why in the world would you run into him? Oh my God, I literally tried to get him away. All right, 2nd and 14 now after the unfortunate run. You could say, and he's gonna fight for it all. Caught by Judkins. So are we gonna get our first touchdown of the game from Dillon Gabriel? Let's find out here. Njoku wide open for the touchdown, and Dillon Gabriel is looking like our leader for today. By the way, because it's an all offense thing, we're just gonna go straight up with with 2-point conversions the entire time. And this will apply with the 2-2-1. So this is going to be their run play. As it goes out to Judkins, and he can't get it. Shedeur is looking for a comeback, but he may not need it. His returner is going to do half the work. And lucky for them, they're going to get a run to start it off with Jonathan Ford. Shedeur is not looking like he's going to need much help here. So Shedeur is going to try and make something happen. He hits Njoku, and he is going to fight for the first. It's going to be a run to Judkins. He's going to break a big tackle and not quite go all the way. Luckily for Shedeur. Looks incredible here. They're going to hit him, and that's a touchdown. Cedric Tillman this time. Last Njoku has one, and Cedric Tillman has one, and Shedeur looks a whole lot better than he did last time. What is going on? So we'll do a stretch run as it is their run play, and Judkins gets it in. So it is going to be 8-6. So that was actually like perfectly the end of the first quarter if we were doing actually an entire game for each of them. I just don't want to do that because I want to compare stats. Carter is an insane return man so far today. Dude, this playbook is actually sick. I'm finding so many random plays here. As Gabriel is looking to get his first pass of the drive, he's just going to get it out to Harold Fannin, who is going to get, he's likely going to be a large part of this offense. And it is 4th and 3, but sadly, it is their run play. Just a halfback base is going to have to take him to the promised land, and Jonathan Ford will get it through. All right, it is going to be a pass here to Jerry Jeudy. And Jerry Jeudy, if he cannot break all 3, but 100 yards gets passed for Dillon Gabriel. And they're just going to look to get this out to their running back, Judkins, and he is going to walk it into the end zone. Gabriel has 2 touchdowns. As, oh my God, immediate pressure. Dillon Gabriel breaks it. Gabriel rolls out, and he jumps into the end zone, getting it to 14-8. So Shedeur is going to have 2 straight pass plays here. Good for him. He's going to fit it in. And Deontay Johnson has it. 1st and 10. Sanders is going to roll out. Big pressure from the back. He has to try and get something in. Can't even get the ball out. 2nd and 16. Myles Garrett is unbelievable. On 2nd and 16, it'll have to be a run. Judkins will fight for half. All right, Shedeur is going to look to get something here. He finds his man, Jerry Jeudy, and he's just about got a touchdown. I don't know why Coach is calling PA crossers, but I'm interested to see if it works, which is why I'm calling it. They are very clearly doubling Njoku as Sanders. He misses a read, I think. Oh, big touchdown, Cedric Tillman. There it is. Even without the extra point, it's tied up, and one of these sides is going to be wide open. And I'm going to choose the one without the superstar on it. That was not the open one, and Shedeur just threw that into Narnia. So that is going to be halftime for at least for these 2 quarterbacks. As it stands, Shedeur Sanders has 2 touchdowns, 120 yards, and 60% completion. Dillon Gabriel has 81.8% completion, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Also, I want to say, if you're mad about me using Arcade, I did one of these without Arcade. This is my like 4th time, I think, attempting this. And each time I've had issues, either the weather or I only got 1 possession with each guy because I was doing a slightly different thing where it was 1 per quarter. This is the best version, trust me. So at the 4th and 3, it is going to be a pass play, which is very, very scary. Gabriel will roll out here, and he could honestly, he's just going to run this one in, isn't he? He is. Gabriel is going to look to pass here. He'll throw it to Jerry Jeudy, and he's going to get great yardage as well. All right, here comes another pass. It is going to be over the head of the defender to Jeudy, and he's got that one easy peasy. My lemon is squeezed easy. It's always good for these quarterbacks when they get their run plays off on 2-point conversions, and Judkins is going to little boy somebody into the end zone, 22-14. Sanders is going to look to pass off the play action. Broken coverage. David Njoku has a lane, breaks a tackle, slips another, jukes another, and he's going to get a majestic bit of yards. I don't know why I said it like that. 3rd and 10. Here comes the pass. He's going to fire to his mighty tight end, and Njoku comes down with it. Play action to Jonathan Ford is going to be a pass out to Johnson, and he's going to get to 2nd and inches. So you'd be getting down here. You might get a touchdown from the running back, and he's going to steal it from Shedeur Sanders. Nothing I could have done about it. And that is going to be a very sad moment for Shedeur. First off, Jeudy looks good here, especially if that guy is a blitzer. And Jeudy just got bodied, respectfully. We're gonna throw crossbody to, yeah, I don't know why I did that.
When this offense knows what they're doing, the problem is the defense knows.
Jonathan Ford, a big return now. Out to the 41. All right, so here comes the pass for Gabriel. Lofts it over the head of a defender, and Deontay Johnson has a lot of room. Doesn't enough room to get a touchdown. Not quite, down to the 5. But that means that we need a 7-yard rush here with Quinshon Judkins in order to try and tie this game up, or at least take the lead. Judkins not going to get it. That's a turnover. Big play right there. So Sanders can get 95 yards here if he's lucky. I mean, obviously with running and all of that, it's probably not going to happen. Bad pass. Oh my God, caught. It's going to be a stretch run. Judkins breaks the tackle. He's going to get the, ooh, he's not going to get the first. 2nd and 1. It'll be a play action pass. Sanders, he's just going to run this one himself and get out of bounds. Run play to Judkins on 2nd and 10. He's going to get half. 3rd and 5 for Shedeur Sanders. He's looking for something big, and he's got it. Deontay Johnson, a good chunk of
Into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Next on the crosser. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown.
I'm not going to lie, because my mic broke there, I don't know what this is. So we're just going to call this a pass for the sake of the video and move on, because that is a freebie to Cedric Tillman. All right, so 2 minutes and 34 seconds remain for Dillon Gabriel. He is going to get the short end of the stick here. Oh my God, he might not even come out. He will, but he'll have it on the 45. All right, 2nd and 10. He's going to hit Njoku out of the back of the backfield, kind of is where he was, and it's going to be a big gain. Gabriel wants to get a touchdown here. Very bad for this. I mean, for game purposes, in terms not just of the video, just in terms of everything else, he would really want this, and that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
First down, Gabriel.
Completion's still pretty good for the defense.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Grant Delpit in to pick it up.
Well, that is horrible for Dillon Gabriel. My mic cut out because it hates me. It's its 2nd time cutting out of the half, which is very bad. We'll give it off to Judkins here, and he's going to get good yardage. Timeout. Shedeur has a chance to take any lead that Gabriel once had. Now that he has the interception, they're very close when it comes towards the rankings. He's going to throw it. Njoku has it and the first down. Timeout. Well, it's going to be pretty much a free run of good yards here, considering the situation that we're running it in. And that's our last timeout. 13 seconds. Sanders, with these last 13 seconds, is going to try and get a final touchdown on his roster. Cedric Tillman can't get out of bounds. They're going to have to choose a play and run it instantly. Can they get there for it? Sanders is running, and he cannot, which means that their possessions are over. Shedeur put up 28 points. Gabriel put up 22. And we're going to go into Flacco versus Pickett. Pickett at least has 100% completion now, so that's good. He's going to get this one out. Jerry Jeudy, a very good gain here. It'll be a run with Jonathan Ford. He's got a first down, I think. Must have, right? No. 2nd and inches for Pickett. He's going to get this one out to Cedric Tillman now. Ooh, he tried to make a move, but it didn't get off. So Kenny Pickett just wants to go for it all at this point. He wants a shot, and he's got Jerry Jeudy. Can somebody catch him? They cannot. Extending for the touchdown, Jerry Jeudy. Holy, it doesn't matter who his quarterback is. He's going to get 100 per half. It'll be a toss to Judkins. A man gets on the ground, but Judkins can't break the first tackle. I am unbelievably furious that my mic keeps breaking at the best possible moments, because that was electric. Last time we shot left and it was covered. This time, probably going to shoot right here. Yup, he's got it wide open, just like last time. Deontay Johnson. I hope so much that Kenny Pickett becomes the starter here. It's going to go up. Deontay Johnson making a man miss, and he's going to get a broken tackle. Handoff up the middle. Judkins, he's got a big lane here. Judkins has 10 carries in the both halves, I guess, but he only has 26 yards. This is a horrible game. Kick it. Breaks the first sack. Breaks the second. Is there nobody with the I'm just trying to throw it, man. Oh my God. Deontay Johnson catches it for the first. I can't believe it. Kenny Pickett actually looks like the best quarterback right now. He just broke 2 sacks and somehow found a receiver. This is hilarious. Jerry Jeudy, he's going to get 5. They're going to hand this one up the middle for Judkins, and he's going to snake a Kenny Pickett touchdown. Wow, that is insane. Pickett is looking like the best, but his touchdowns might be down because Judkins keeps snaking them. But he's going to try and get a consolatory 2-point conversion here. I mean, at this point, the actual score doesn't matter. It's more just what they put up. It's going to be up and caught. No. Oh my God, they're going to say he was out of bounds. Why do I keep seeing Carson Schlesinger? Oh my God, he's the like only rookie who's not in the first round who I have their number memorized because he's like that involved in every single piece of media. Flacco's got to start his drive out with a run. This Judkins is gonna work his way in. Listen, I don't know why. This one's playing way better. 10 rushes, 83 yards. That's how different these guys are. All right, Flacco, play action. He's gonna shoot. Got it. Deontay Johnson. Big play. Play action for Flacco here. He's going to look for X. He's just going to shoot for it. Intercepted. Joe Flacco. Now it's an interception like everybody else, and I think I am actually horrible at this game. All right, well, here comes Kenny Two Gloves, as that does not look like the motion. Judkins, good gain here. That'll bring us back to second, and I don't think this is a run. Hey, but Quinshon Judkins is going to take advantage of it. Holy, Beastquake. I don't know why, but this half feels like it's playing way quicker than the other one, which is bad for these quarterbacks. What a catch. The thing is, if Pickett has 150, like 2 yards by the end of half, he's on pace to be the yards leader, but his touchdowns are going to be bad because the running game is disgusting. Jerome Ford puts this one in the end zone. I mean, I don't know what Pickett did to these guys, but they are all very mad at him right now. Wow, and I mean, the jamming on the left side of the field is insane. Flacco's very, very behind here on his yards, which is bad for him. But luckily for him, Pickett is down on his touchdowns, so we'll see which one is valued more at the end of the day. 3rd and 5. Just looking for anything here. Flacco's got it. Easy for him. You guys forget about the Flacco playoff run where he had to play, I think, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning, and he still got to the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter though. Another snake touchdown for the Vets. Actually, no, Judkins goes down, but I don't know what's different about this half. The run game is insane. I really do feel bad for Joe, you know, like he deserves better. This is gonna be to Njoku here, and it is caught. Money line. So here comes wide trail, and Flacco once again with probably not a lot of time left. He's gonna have to start out his next really out of bounds. Oh no, it said he got it. He's gonna have to start out his next quarter or his next drive with a run. So Pickett is gonna want some big time touchdowns in these upcoming quarters. But maybe, oh my God, I thought we were gonna snake another. All right, attempt number 1, and it is gonna be to Judkins. A good play. So at the halfway marker, Flacco has 71% completion, 102 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Pickett has 143 yards, 90% completion and touchdown. Pickett, if he can get 2 touchdowns in this second part here, he probably will be the best. All right, play action. Oh, he's gonna get a wide open David Njoku. He's gonna turn up field. Pickett's gonna look to pass, and he's got his man. Njoku's gonna catch it and run it in for the touchdown. Njoku has really turned it up for both teams this last quarter. And lucky for Pickett, he's gonna start out his next drive with 2 passing plays. Great for him. And Schlesinger, I don't know, I've seen it so many different ways talked about. So on 4th and 7, they're gonna have to run this. And in my opinion, if they can't get this, then Flacco might be out of the running, even though he is who they chose at the start of the season. And Judkins is going to be just shy. Yeah. All right. Pickett's going to have to roll out, and oh, he breaks the tackle. Shoes for Y. Caught. I don't know what it is about Pickett, but whenever I use Pickett, I can, like, even though the buttons aren't there, I know who's who. It's witchcraft. It'll be a counter run. Judkins cuts it off field. Judkins goes to the 2, or gets to 3rd and 2. Another time where my microphone stops working as soon as we score a touchdown. I'm losing my mind.
So my microphone is now gave up on me 3 times in this recording. So we're stuck with the old-fashioned. Also, the reason why I had the voice overlay on the Peyton Manning video is the same thing. Oh my goodness. Kenny Pickett's going to get it again. This is beautiful. Kenny Pickett is looking unbelievable as he's going to loft one. Oh, an interception would ruin everything. Holy. What a disappointment. I don't know how I could possibly have sold that more.
Oh no! Give me that one back because the coverage made is perfectly into that throw. Even more so, picked it off.
Flacco with a gigantic play. All right, Flacco rolling out. He is going to shoot for his man, and he gets Jerry Jeudy. Run to Judkins, puts it up the middle. He's feeling slow. Another reason why we had to do arcade is because wear and tear would be absolutely insane at this point. It's not good, is it? Flacco breaks it, and he's just going to run for it. And a lot more. This touchdown is imperative for Flacco. That's not the right word. I don't even know if that's a real word. Then he gets it. Easy, David Njoku. Flacco's 2-point conversion is free. And a gigantic return for Ford. That's actually bad for Pickett. He can only get 50 yards here. This is essentially life or death for Kenny Pickett. Because, well, like somebody else said, football is life, and he's got it to Deontay Johnson. This could be Pickett's final possession as we are getting eerily close to that 2-minute warning. He's going to get it out to Harold Fannin for the first. Oh, no. So that'll be the 2-minute warning. And Kenny Pickett would love another possession after this, just to get those yards up. Also, if you guys were wondering, yes, I am rooting for Kenny Pickett. I was originally rooting for Shedeur, of course. But Kenny Pickett is having a legacy game. Can you believe it? All right, Pickett looks to throw. He's got his man in the back, Cedric Tillman. But Flacco doesn't want that to happen. I think Flacco's honestly out of this. His yards are very low. He's going to go up and get Deontay Johnson. I don't know what that glitch was, but it is horrible for Flacco. And actually, no, not for Pickett, but just for Flacco. It's actually good for Pickett. What a catch. Holy. Yeah, this is definitely going to be Flacco's last possession and Pickett's last possession. A great run. No huddle now. Flacco looking. Fires, and he's got Quinshon Judkins. Just has to go the same play again because he actually accidentally has to audible. Cedric Tillman in the middle of the field has got it. 6 yards needed. He has a timeout if he needs it. Free play for Flacco, and he gets it out to Jeudy. Touchdown. I believe that this is a pass. It might be a run. It doesn't affect stats at all. And actually, now that I realize it, oh, that's no line to throw to at all. Kenny Pickett is going to get about 2 more snaps. And it's onside. I did not realize that this was happening. I apologize. I forgot they had the free will, but it's not going to happen. Pickett does have 3 timeouts as well. So, I mean, that is going in his favor. Roll out. If he could break the sack, he can. He's going to have to use some of his Pickett magic. He's got a man out of bounds. Oh my God, if Pickett actually, I promise I'm not raking it at all. If Pickett somehow wins this, hey, Njoku catches it. Oh my God. Can you believe it? Pickett might win this after all.
At this point, we got to use good Mike because Kenny Pickett just did the impossible and Flacco gets 1 more snap. Easy, Judkins. So he's going to go crossers and he's just going to go deep. Finds it. Oh, climbing the ladders, Jeudy. The extra yards are very good. These guys might be our 2-1 when it comes to stats. Holy, what an incredible game. Both of these guys being the same players, and I think they might both be above rookies. First off, we have to send dedications to all of our boys. Jerry Jeudy, 195 yards and 2 touchdowns. 181 no touchdowns for Deontay Johnson. Other Jerry Jeudy, 177 yards and 3 touchdowns. 152 David Njoku. Deontay Johnson, 130 yards. 109 and 4 for David Njoku. Holy. Also, shout out to Quinshon Judkins, 163 yards. The other one had 70 and a touchdown. Ford had 41 and 1 and then 25 and 1. So we're gonna do this in terms of passer rating, so it's as least bias as possible, which means in last place it is going to be Dillon Gabriel with 129.1 as his passer rating. I am sad to say it, but he is going to be the last. He was 19 for 26, which is 73% completion rate, 273 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Honestly, not a bad game at all, and honestly, I might put it above the next person who's on here, but they are just not. Next up is Shedeur Sanders at 129.5. That was a 0.4 rating difference. He was 14 for 21, which is 66% completion. 301 yards, which is our leader amongst all players. 3 touchdowns and an interception. Behind him, I wasn't lying when I said these two were the best. And I don't know how much suspense I have to build, but our next player is Joe Flacco. 134.7 rating, a big jump from Shedeur Sanders. He was 16 for 21, which is 2 extra completions with the same amount of attempts. That is 76% completion. He had 249 yards, which is the least out of anybody here. But here's where it comes in clutch. He had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. The 4 touchdowns is the second most behind our leader, our Zach Wilson of the video, Kenny Pickett. I am overjoyed that this happened. 140.6 rating. He had 20 completions off of 24 attempts, which is 83%. He had 298 yards, which is second, only 3 yards behind Shedeur Sanders, while adding 2 touchdowns. He had 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. Absolute dominance, and nobody had enough rushing yards to even justify checking them. I was gonna put Deshaun in instead of Kenny Pickett. It came down to a last-second decision, but I just didn't want to entertain a wannabe felon. But that is gonna do it for the video, everybody. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. This is absolutely insanity and an incredible video. Next up is the Colts and the Saints. I think those are the only 2 that I have scheduled next. Tell me what else I should do, and goodbye.